So in recent years, doing like you can't even watch a movie with me, you'll be tired because I want to rewind a particular move over and over to figure out how they got that shot, what camera angle, the line of sight for this camera angle. Like I'm always thinking outside
what is currently happening.
Yes.
Got it.
You know, so when I found the opportunity to practice media, I eased into it. So it wasn't hard
struggle.
It wasn't a struggle. So I joined the media team in churches, you know, started working, and then I set up, after my master's, I set up a cinematics media company, and I was running that with...
No. Hold on. You can't just drop it now. And you started cinematics. Okay, we're gonna move on now. You can't just drop it and just like, oh, no. Like, that is like the largest media company in Nigeria. What is this?
It's just cinematics. It's just media, you know. Because, you know, we started that 360 video booth experience.
Yes.
All of Africa.
Yes. It's amazing. I love it.
So that was a smooth transition from telecoms to media. So I've been doing media for a while, and it's been interesting and exciting. I've been able to also express myself within this space. Now, in media, apart from doing wedding and destination wedding for adventures, and then the TV series, production of TV series and films, I've been more drawn recently to document life stories, because that is where the core of me is.
I love it.
You know? So I've been able to start documenting life stories. Yeah, because I believe it should be the best content with the most impact.
I agree.
That we should produce.
I agree. Yes. So I have a question regarding that. And the question is, I write a lot. Whenever I have to move houses or move countries or move vicinity, the only thing I want to take along with me are my journals. It's why I had to get an iPad at some point, because I'm having too much. And I think one of the things that I'm very passionate about, the reason I write, is because I want my children to be able to go back and read my life story when I was going through certain things, how it could help them. And the reason I'm very vulnerable with my writing, especially, is because of the fact that I really want them to see the nuances of life from a different lens. I want them to see that I gave myself permission to be successful, to fail, to be good, to be bad, to make my mistakes, and how I navigated it, and how, you know, my life has just been in the most amazing and the most agonizing way. It's not all going to be perfect. And that makes me happy. I don't even have kids yet, but I'm super excited for when I do, because I know that I have had volumes and volumes and volumes of the different seasons of my life for them to maybe go through. If they want to, no pressure, but they better do. And when you told me about Akukum, I'm like, that's amazing. That is amazing, because sometimes with my parents or with my guardians, I judge from what I see in the moment, but I don't ever know the story behind what I see, or years before, and what has led them up until this point and how they've navigated their life. I feel like sometimes I have to make those assumptions in my head so that I can understand where they're coming from and see their story from their lens, not from my lens alone. So when you told me about Akukum, it was something that I really loved. Tell me what drove you to that.
The reason for starting Akukum, it's quite personal and quite, you know, dear to me. My father-in-law has a hospital in Port Harcourt. He's a senior surgeon, so he does surgeries, and he was a very good guy. He's a philanthropist as well. So he could just be driving on the road, and he will see somebody who's got like gout or something, and he will just stop. Do you want to take it out? Take it to the theater and just cut it out.
Oh, wow.
Paying a dime. His church then, Anglican Church, had the vicar and a whole lot of the families on health check.
Oh, wow.
Completely free, you know. So he was doing quite a lot of work. And his life story was also really, really interesting. You know, he grew up as an orphan, and he studied and worked very hard and managed to travel abroad to go and study medicine. Fernand came back as a senior surgeon, right? As a filmmaker, as a cinematographer, I've been saying I was going to go and tell a story. I was looking for the right time to sit down with him, document his life stories, and then document him, okay, doing one or two, sessions, one or two, sessions in the theater. And then suddenly, January 2020, he took ill and died. So I've never been able to still get over it. Jonathan, being a filmmaker as myself and someone that is also close to me, I wasn't able to tell and document his stories. And I really feel bad because I was busy with projects that are maybe like, it was during, January, so it was December period, it was basically
it's
year
crazy,
parties and corporate events and all that, which they all would have forgotten what happened in those events. But the most and the very important content, I wasn't able to do that. So that got me in a space where I wouldn't want others to feel the same way. Because my kids are still very small. Then they were like 5. They were 5 and 3. The third one hadn't even come yet. So they don't know their father-in-law, their grandfather. They don't know their grandfather very well. So if they have the stories well documented, it's something that they can actually watch
over and over again.
Older, So I actually had to slow down on any other kind of production I was doing. And I started doing more of family documentaries, more of life documentaries. And because they're private projects, you don't get to them on social media, right?
Yeah, got it.
Because it's definitely for the families, for the kids. So we even do the premiere whereby families will sit down to watch the stories with their children and their grandchildren. And it's always fantastic. Like a lot of emotions. I cry watching people cry, watching their movies, because it's really, really impactful. Really that impactful. So I now started thinking, how can I use tech to expand, enhance this? Because there's so many families I can reach. There's so much team I can build across different countries or different locations, right? So that's where the idea of Akocom came about. Akocom means my story in Igbo language. Simply means my story. So it's about documenting family stories from generation past till date and continuously.
Got it.
So that the journaling we regularly do, the journaling on the tapes, the old audio recording or writing down, to actually have video recording.
There is more stories. Emotional impact.
Exactly. You can feel the emotion and the tone of voice that they're using to deliver their story and all that. So that's where we are now. And it's been interesting because it's something that I know every other family that really value their family culture, their legacy, their heritage, and the love and the bond they have as a family. It's something that families would want to
inculcate,
create for themselves. Yes.
Got it. In all of this, are you documenting your story?
So I haven't started documenting my story.
There we go.
What? And I think I have a lot of time, God willing. But I started documenting my dad's story.
Okay.
So I sat with my dad, sat with my mom different times, and documented their life stories. I scanned all the old family pictures. I even saw pictures, so when I was in, I saw pictures of me when I was like 12, like a toddler, like a baby, like it's me. I'm like, whoa, like how time flies, Yes. And then a couple of pictures of me growing up as well. Back in the days, our parents used to keep family albums. It's not that we have a lot of digital pictures everywhere, and they're all scattered all around the globe. Because that's what Akocom help people do. If you have pictures on Google Drive or different hard drives or different platforms, you'll be able to get everything together in one place. You know that this is your domain where all your family and personal stories are captured. So I've been able to document my dad today, and the stories are amazing.
They definitely will be.
Talking to him, I didn't know.
That's what I was saying about you don't know what you don't know until you see from their lens. Yeah.
And I said, dude, my dad.
Go ahead, I'm your dude.
I said, he's also an engineer as well, electrical electronics engineer.
Okay.
Back in the days, during the Biafra War, that's a civil war that happened in Nigeria so many years ago. He worked as an engineer in the Biafran time. So then, because the Nigerian army were fighting the Biafran army. And anytime, anywhere there's a base station, they'll bomb and destroy it. Anywhere there's a base station, they'll just take it down with helicopters and stuff. They created something very ingenious. Like I'm still wondering how they were able to pull it off then. Still line of sight I was talking about earlier. 2 palm trees in the bush. They'll climb up on the palm tree and tie a wire
to the other one,
an antenna to the other palm tree, and now drop another wire from the middle down, bury it in the ground, and run it through a small hideout. That is where they will be broadcasting media content for the Biafra people. Palm trees. That was the antenna, which represent the base stations and the marks that you see all around in cities now.
Wow.
He told me how they did it. I never knew such thing was possible. The
world is constantly expanding because now it's like there's a lot of technology to do that, and it has always been in the force of nature to even have that in itself.
Yes.
Oh my God, that's beautiful.
That was so amazing. And his growing up days when he was a young person, how he had to struggle to survive, how he had to follow his father, my grandfather, who is his father, who was a farmer and a palm wine tapper. So my father learned how to tap wine. Learned how to build thatch houses, thatch roof, and thatch bed, like all the experiences that imagine if we had videos of these things
to make now, because those things are like very gone. They're going so rapidly.
They're going to, yes. But they're going to be classics. If you had
definitely
those roofs and videos of him making the mats and all that, they're so classic. So that's why I tried that. All those of us that are here now, what are we doing to secure what we're doing now for the next 50 years? That's what Alcom is trying to do, so that what we're doing, like daily activities, that you think they're mundane things, they're not really that important. They are. Because you blink and you turn back,
it's all gone.
It's all gone.
It's all gone.
So if we can document these things and preserve them well, 20 years, 50 years from now, we should be able to look at that and we'll be proud of what we documented now.
That is so beautiful. But I'm still wondering why you're not doing yours yet. Because you just preach it to everybody and give it to everybody, and we've not seen yours.
Again, that's so me, right? I'm just hoping to make sure that everybody's fine.
Yeah.
And not think about myself. But I've thought about it and I think I should. What I've done up until now is to scan my own personal pictures. So all my NYC pictures, my childhood pictures that I took, like, all my different work experiences, I've been able to scan all of them. So I have a couple of drives, both local drives and hard drives, and online drives that actually document, put them together. So it's easier to now create a documentary around your life. If you have some, we call them B-rolls, if you have some content to add
to them.
Yes.
Got it.
To support the story.
If a family or anyone who is very, very keen or has like family history and family legacy as a value, how do they reach out to Akukum and want to be a part of it? What's the best way to be able to get on this?
How people can reach us is to go to our URL, which is useakukom.com. Use Akukom. Akukom is AKUKOM.
AKUKOM.
Akukom.com.
Got it. I love it.
And we have people who also would guide you on how to use it and how to start documenting family stories. So that when you own a feel like this festive period, usually that's when
people are around.
A lot of reunions happening. So content like that shouldn't just end on the phone. You have a platform where you can create really good experiences. Yes. Awesome. And there's some exciting opportunities and exciting games and stuff that people can actually, play and create content about. Yeah.
I think it's phenomenal. Well done on the work you do. I love how you constantly move into different things, but still has the same core. I find it very amazing.
Thank you. I try to find different expressions, but still holding on to the values.
Yes.
Right. So I'm not of the type that would want to invest and diversify in things that are not just me. So I try to do things that I personally connect with, things I resonate with. So that would even help. If there are ups and downs, you should be able to manage it because you're so deeply connected to that. Yes.
Got it. I have seen your work in different facets, in conferences, in wedding, in live shows. Give me a glimpse of your mind on how you start a project and how you want it to end and how it comes out. I want you to treat me like you're holding the child by the hand and showing the child the different rooms in your mansion, like in your mind.
Okay, so for me, I usually would start with the end in mind, right? I usually would want to find out what the customer, what the client want to experience. And that I will now piggyback to the beginning. And then we'll now start the process of how to achieve that end.
Okay.
Now, in the process of production, be it wedding or live documentary or anything at all, as long as it's a project that has to do with media production, first we're looking at doing recce to have a sit down and a consultation with the client or with the group to find exactly what they want. And then with that recce, we'll come up with a production plan. So with that recce, I'll get to know, okay, this is what and what is needed, both technical, both human resource that is needed, both logistics that we required to make it possible to get this done, and timelines as well. So the production plan would include timelines and deliverables. And with that, we now get into planning to get the production done with mind of what we intend to achieve at the end. If it's something that's very emotional, if it's something that's very exciting, if it's something that's very documentary style, that will determine what tools we're using to produce. That will determine what song we're going to use in post-production, to lace all the content. So after there's a pre-production, there's a production, there's a post-production, where you can now put everything together to make it make sense. Yes.
I love it. I love the different nuances of things that comes together into it, especially when the song is in complete alignment with the scene. Oh, I think that's always chef's kiss. Yes. I think that's always chef's kiss. Thank you. I want to ask this question for people who, because you said you were in telecoms for 12 years, and I'm sure you were successful at it. I'm certain you were successful at it. What is your advice for anyone who is multi-talented or want to do different things, but they're stuck with the idea and mentality of just being in one place, especially when they're successful at it, but they really want to explore something from their heart that, they have to start from ground up. The entire craziness that starts with starting something new when you're already successful or already at peak here. What would be your life advice to someone like that?
So anyone that is struggling, and I know a lot of people that struggle, because most people that struggle are those who are really multi-talented. So you're struggling to express yourself or struggling to diversify and do other things. Anyone that's struggling at some point, I would suggest that they stay on one thing until they're good at it, until they are able to also make money from it, right? So it's not just, you have to have a living. If you have a family, you have to take care of family, you have to take care of yourself and other people. So that one thing should be able to sustain you and all the other things that all the people around you, right? Then move to the next thing. So I can't advise how long it should take to stay on, because what people get involved in are different.
Got it.
Yeah. You shouldn't wait until all the dots are, spotted on and then everything is put in place. You just have to run with the next thing.
Got it.
And the line will fall in place somewhere as you go.
Yeah. The law of movement.
Yes.
Yeah. Got it. Awesome. Thank you. I've known you for roughly 7 years. Yeah, 5 years.
Yes.
And the context in which I know you is funny. It's beautiful, but it's funny because you've been and you got an award recently out of your many awards. But I think that's one of the most beautiful awards because the award is acknowledging you as a man who has stood in the midst of many women, learning for years and years and years. And it's completely opposite to what the world knows that men do. Women are the ones who wants to learn to do differently, who wants to go to therapy, who wants to be in community, who wants to change, who wants to do this. And over and over, year in, year out, cause in, cause out, you've been the standalone man amidst hundreds of women. Why?
So I don't see a gender difference in learning in the same space with women or the other way, maybe learning in a space where there are a lot of men. I'm more about the core of the message, about what I'm supposed to take out from there. Yeah. And it happens to be an environment, a domain that, is mostly populated with women.
Yeah.
So I think I'm really comfortable to a fault. Like some of the sessions I've had to cry. Right? And it's sad. Oh, come on.
It's not sad. There's nothing sad about
I
it.
wouldn't say it's sad, but it's not manly, right?
According to the world.
Yeah, I know. But yes, so men do cry. Men do cry because we have emotions as well. It's just that we are better at masking and suppressing emotions than expressing ourselves compared to the female gender.
Yeah. I love it. Do you think you would have gotten this far without being coached or guided or mentored or being in therapy? Because you could be doing it constantly with a group of men, which I'm sure you are, but the fact that you still give yourself the permission, the allowance and acceptance to still be in the room with women, what do you think that has shifted inside of you?
A lot have shifted inside of me, a whole lot. Up until recently, that I'm even planning to also start talking to men to get into this headspace where we can allow ourselves to be a lot more vulnerable, especially in the company of women. And I know from experience and from research and from the societal knowledge, we're not designed, or we feel we're not wired that way. But because we're suppressing it, even in the families. So there are couples that have gender-based tasks, and men always want to, keep it like that, right? Just a few couples have gotten to that level and understanding where it shouldn't be
no
that
disparity.
way. There's no disparity. Anybody can do anything, and to be able to take care of the front for the house together as one. So I'm comfortable in this space. I'm comfortable working with a lot of women because I learn a lot. And I learn also from all these women how to relate with the women that are also in my life, my friends, my family as well. I learn a lot from all the women. It's something that I'm looking at also teaching and encouraging men to also get to this headspace.
Yeah. When are you launching it?